Good morning, people. Today we're going to do a nice morning stretch with a couple little mobility stretches in there to kind of oil the hinges, get you warmed up for your workout or for your skate sesh, whatever it may be. I like to do this stretch session right after bed. It really helps me wake up, helps get things moving. It's important to get a nice stretch in after you sleep. Sometimes we sleep weird and things start aching, and stretching really helps break that down and open that up so then you're no longer in pain. It is also very good to get a nice stretch session, aka a decompression session, after you work out or you skate. This will keep you from getting sore. This will decompress the spine from all the weight put on it from taking impact or doing leg press or whatever it may be that you were doing. Stretching after physical activity really helps with recovery. And it's just, 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, whatever you want. It's really up to you at the end of the day. So please join me today in this beautiful stretch session. This is one of many that I do. Maybe this will help you create your own stretch session in the morning, afternoon, before you skate. It's a light stretch to give you mobility and stretch everything out. It's not overstretching, so you'll still get quality results after a nice workout. It's just enough to get you going, to get those hinges oiled, to start the car, to fire it up. We're gonna start with the hips, then we're gonna move up to the arms and shoulders, rotator cuffs, all of that fun stuff. Then we're gonna get down to the ground. We're gonna work on our spine and then finish off with the hips. Okay, let's start this off. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Really plant your feet into the ground nice and strong. You wanna do a couple pelvic thrusts here. We're gonna go for about 10. You wanna feel every lower vertebrae of your back stretching on this one and really curl up, squeezing your abs in the front. Couple more and boom, we're done. On to the next stretch. We're gonna attack the hips on this next stretch. We're gonna widen our stance just a tad. We're gonna bend one knee and extend the other knee, which is gonna shift our hips above one another. We're gonna go for about 5 each side. You wanna really feel that stretch in the hips. Next stretch is we're gonna do little circles. Little circles one way, we're gonna do about 5 little circles. Just make sure you're hitting all the angles. Then we're gonna go for some big round circles. We're going for about 5. 5 is our lucky number here. Just kind of get things moving. Now let's reverse and do the other side. So 5 the other way, little circles, just really get everything moving, and then follow it up with 5 big circles. Just really dig into those hips real nice. Okay, reset. Time for our next stretch. Plant those feet in the ground nice and strong. We're gonna lean over and put all of our weight into one hip. Just stretch that hip out real nice. Give it a nice count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Now we're gonna move up to our rotator cuffs and our wrist. We're gonna point our knuckles down on the way up and then open our hands and let our fingers flow on the way down. You really wanna feel the stretch and all the heat in your shoulders. We're gonna do about 10 of these. Try to keep your core nice and tucked on these, just using the shoulders and rotator cuffs to go up, stretching out those wrists and just warming everything up here. Next one we're gonna do, it's almost like swimming. Basically just doing big circles with our arms, just really getting all those upper muscles going, the shoulders, rotator cuffs, just warming it all up. We're gonna do about 20 of these, so 10 each arm. Then we're gonna reverse and we're gonna go the opposite way. We're kind of turning our hands as we do the big circles. Just see what works for you, what feels best, and just warm it up right here. Next stretch, we're gonna do some little windmills. Just get those rotator cuffs going. About 20 little windmills forward, 20 backwards. Just get these little circles going. You'll feel the burn up in your shoulders and your rotator cuffs, and that's what you want. Boom, and that about wraps up our little upper body standing warm up there. Let's roll out a yoga mat if you have one, and let's attack these legs and glutes and spine and all that fun stuff. We're gonna stand with a comfortable split stance, not too far out, and we're just gonna let our body hang through the legs. Hold this for about 10 to 20 seconds. You'll feel a real nice hamstring stretch here. Next, we're gonna move over to our left leg, both hands towards the left leg. You're gonna really feel a good lat stretch and the hamstring stretch at the same time. 10, 20 seconds, move over to the right leg, same exact thing. You should feel this in your lat and your hamstring. Bring it on up, nice, slow and controlled. Put your feet together. Now for this next stretch, we are just going to hang our body down to the ground. Just stretch that back, those hamstrings out. Hold it for 10, 20 seconds. Now we're gonna slide our hands up our shins, straighten out our back, push all the weight in our glutes and our hamstrings. Here's another angle to see what I'm doing. So I'm just sagging down, just kind of stretching all that in the back. I'm sliding my hands up my shins there, straightening out the back, pushing the weight in my glutes and my hamstrings, getting that real nice stretch. Sagging back down. This just kind of resets the stretch. And then slowly roll your body back up to start position. We're gonna get down on our knees here, child's pose. We're gonna do about 5 spine rolls here. We're gonna start in child's pose on our toes, stretching those lats and that back out. And what we wanna do here is slowly extend up. We'll feel like a wave in our back to a nice proud chest, stretching our spine, our chest, our lats, all that good stuff. We're gonna do 5 of these, like I said before. Just really concentrate on the stretch. Breathe in on the way up and breathe out on the nice stretch. So you're breathing out right here, just feel that stretch. This is one of my favorite stretches in the morning. I swear it gets everything nice and oiled up, warms everything up. Next, we're going back into child's pose. And we're gonna just reach our right arm over to our left arm, and we're just gonna dip our lat underneath and stretch our lat. 10 to 20 seconds, switch side. See how I just crossed the left arm over the right arm, and I dipped my lat underneath my body, and I just put all the pressure in there and stretched that. This next mobility movement here, we're gonna do 5 each side. It's called the reach through, hands and knees. We're gonna breathe in, opening our chest, stretching our back, and reach through your arm and your leg, that space in between, stretching our lat and our spine there. I usually get some nice back cracks on this one. Just snap, 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 snap. Now let's move on to the old glutes and a little bit of quad. We're just gonna cross our leg over and underneath us. We're We're gonna lay forward onto our leg, stretching that glute out, stretching our back out, extend your arms, make sure there's no tension in your shoulders, just get nice and loose, dead body, dead weight, just stretch it all out. We're not forcing our leg to be 90 degrees here. We're just crossing it over us as gently as possible and then just stretching and finding that stretch, you know. Last and final mobility movement and stretch here. We're gonna do some shin boxes. So we're just gonna sit on our butt with our feet shoulder width apart. And we're just gonna fold our knees over to one side, stretch that out, fold our knees over to the other side, stretch that out. Basically, this takes a little practice to get used to it, but eventually you figure it out and it starts working. So just do what you're capable of doing and, you know, have a good time doing it. Don't hurt yourself. Just, you know, listen to your body. Shin boxes really help open up the hips, which is good for skateboarding. This is a great little exercise / mobility movement to do before you start skating. Just really opens up your hips and helps you prevent injury. One last shin box to squat on this side, and boom, we are done. Roll up that yoga mat, have a good day. Get a good skate session, get a good workout in, whatever you want. You're all nice and primed and ready to rock. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe for some more videos.